What is the difference with all of these bronzing drops? Let's talk about it. Who needs what? Where should you spend your money? We need to create the distinction of the gold cap and the bronze cap. This is the gold medal for a reason. This has 5% niacinamide in it. Just as a quick note, the recipe also has niacinamide in it. The actual bronzing drops do not have niacinamide, therefore they're not going to fade hyperpigmentation. Bronze and Nourish from e.l.f. The nourishment is being driven by an oil. You could totally skip moisturizer and do your skin prep with these, depending on what skin concerns you have. That is the number one thing that should drive your decision in making a purchase. The number two thing is your budget. You could flip those if money is really important to you. Fair. Drunk Elephant is by far the most expensive, but this functions at the highest level of skincare in terms of what it's delivering and the variety of its options. e.l.f. is hitting us with 3 options. Let's swatch. Glow Recipe is going to be the most liquid. It's the most gel-like. In the middle of the most gel-like consistency is going to be our Drunk Elephant. You break this on skin. This is so thin. This feels like it has a little more body, the Glow Recipe. And then finally, we're gonna go with Pure Gold or Copper Gold. Glow Recipe, Drunk Elephant, the bronze cap, not the gold. e.l.f. Pure Gold, e.l.f. Copper Gold. Should we swatch? Look at how sheer Glow Recipe is. This is Drunk Elephant. We get more opacity, but if I were to side by side touch these like so, they feel almost exact on my skin in how wet they are, and how thin they are, and how refreshing they are. Now let's move into e.l.f. We're going right in for the Pure Gold, right on top so you can see. While this is a gel texture, this has way more opacity to it. And finally, here's Copper, so you can see higher pigment load. We're getting more payoff, which means we're getting more color. Glow Recipe, Drunk Elephant, Pure Gold, Copper Gold. All of these can be sheared out. If you look at these swatches, you're gonna see in 10 seconds the major differences of the formula, which should help drive your decision, both from your budget and from the look you want. They made the Glow Recipe the darkest, but the thinnest in terms of the texture. Therefore, it's the sheerest, so it's gonna be the most forgiving across multiple skin tones. You should be noticing that this doesn't blend as easily. More radiance from the Glow Recipe. Drunk Elephant is originally designed to be mixed. You'd use the least amount of this product and also get a lot of skincare benefits, more so than just the nourishment you'd be getting from the e.l.f. But you see how this doesn't spread the same way that the Drunk Elephant does? It's easier to spread out the Drunk Elephant. Personally, I think the Glow Recipe is the easiest to use. If you want the most payoff and the most pearl, which means the most pigment, and you're down to substitute a skincare item daytime, go for the Drunk Elephant. If you want the most budget friendly with the highest payoff, go for the e.l.f. Do expect high pearl, do expect high pigment. Easier to blend the Drunk Elephant, more skincare in here, but definitely a worthy adversary for a fraction of the cost. If you want the sheerest, dark spot correcting while you wear, go for the easiest to blend, most gel-like texture Glow Recipe.
Is the e.l.f. worth it?
I think I would give it like an 80 out of 100. Glow Recipe for me is more like a 90. I would give Drunk Elephant like a 85.
Really? That's it?
The choice is always yours.